Hi everyone, I'm MikeTheHuman113, and you likely either know me from my reviews on DeviantArt or the satires I do on DeviantArt. Today's a very special day for me because it is the 1-year anniversary of the first ever journal I uploaded, which is a pretty cool milestone, but one of the things that absolutely blows my mind to this day is just the amount of support I've received since I started and the friends I've made. It's baffling to me because when I started this site, I assumed I'd had like at most 5 or 6 watchers, a comment or 2 on my works, but no, that what I have now is amazing, and I can't begin to thank you guys enough for it. Because you guys mean a lot to me. This site has grown to become a really significant part of my life, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. I love this site that much. And before I get to the meat of this video, I want to kind of address an issue regarding drama that has kind of been, it's always been prevalent, but especially in the past 2 weeks it's been more than apparent. I think the reason that people, myself included, come back to the site all the time in spite of all the drama is because we just love this community. It's a great community. Everyone's supportive, everyone's kind, everyone's caring, majority, but yeah, of course there's trolls, but the amount of support you'll receive on a daily basis is just, it's one of the many things I love about this site. I love the friends I've made. I love the creativity and how funny everyone can be. It's one of the reasons I'm not going to be leaving this site anytime soon. I guarantee you that. I love what I do on here, and I love you guys too much to leave anytime soon. So, yeah, I'm rambling at this point, because if you couldn't tell, this isn't scripted. I can't stick to a script to save my life. So on that note, we're going to move on to the actual meat of this video. It requires a bit of a backstory. When I joined this site, I never once, imagined I would ever do something like a satire. One day this January, I felt really pissed off at one of the trolls that was just being annoying, and so I wrote up a paragraph, called it a satire, and uploaded it. I had no idea how people would react, but people ended up really loving it, so I decided to make a series out of it, and use different kinds of trolls, or other kinds of people that annoy us on this site, and they've really hit it off, and I've done 10 or 11 at this point, I don't remember, and they're probably my favorite work of mine, and there's so much creativity, there's so many possibilities, and the amount of support I've received on those alone is just, it makes my day every time, I swear to God, you guys. Now, a few people have said that, a few people have done their own satires on trolls on this site, and have said that they were inspired by me, so I decided what better way to celebrate this 1-year anniversary than to do a reading of one of these satires. Because when I read this one for the first time, I knew I wanted to do a video on it. I wanted to either make it a special or an anniversary video. And it was originally going to be the 75 watcher special, but school came up, and making these videos I'm always shy about doing for obvious reasons. I'm not camera friendly. But you know what? We're just here to have fun, and we're gonna read this satire. It's called Big Bunny Satire. It's by Powerpuff Pony, formerly known as Powerpuff Pony 1, until a few hours ago. And, 2 final things before we get to that. There are several points in this in which he drinks Arizona iced tea with honey and ginseng. I don't have that, but I do have Arnold Palmer, which is also made by Arizona, so use your imagination. And, the other thing is for Big Bunny. Just thank you for being such an amazing troll. I pray that you get a life one day, but until then, just keep providing us with funny material, please. Without further ado, let's kick it. I actually said that. Wow. Way to fucking be dated, Mike. You haven't even fucking started yet. Okay. Big Bunny satire by Powerpuff Pony. It was a pretty pleasant day in Indianapolis, Indiana. While the sun was shining outside, begging to be basked in, Powerpuff Pony was in his own little private business. He saw his house as a combination of both work and friendly meetups. He was constantly working on his next big project, but still tried to find as much time as possible to help anyone who needs and deserves it. He was on his laptop when the following events occurred. Ooh, I know the perfect joke I can make with this. I get the feeling this review will be one of my funniest. The intercom beeps. Mr. Powerpuff Pony? He pushes the button on the intercom. Yes, partner that is totally sentient and real? There's someone here who would like to speak to you. Oh, great. Always want to help somebody with something. Who is it? He seems to go by the name of Big Bunny. Any other people who need some help? No. Okay, fine, send him in. Yes, sir. While he waits for the dreaded Big Bunny to arrive, he brings out a can of Arizona iced tea with ginseng and honey. Let's get this over with. Rather than hearing knocking on the door, it simply opens up as Big Bunny lets himself in, practically shoving it open. First thing Powerpuff notices about him is that he has on a shirt that has the MLP, FIM, and Frozen characters, each with an avoid symbol over them. Well, off to a great start already. Shut up, clapturd! Should have expected that reaction. Okay, what do you want? You try to help those who need it, right? And deserve it, yes. Well, I need help to spread the word. Let me guess, this word has to do with MLP and Frozen being the death of society. How did you know? Lucky guess. Well, anyway, yes, you're pretty popular on this site, wouldn't you say? Well, I don't mean to brag, but then you can get out to as many people as possible how cancerous and shitty those two pieces of fictional media are. He's just getting more and more incomprehensible as it goes along. You do know that Pony is in my name, right? Unless I feel that the show does turn bad, I'll still follow it in a positive manner. Well, in that case... We're leaving that in, fuck it. Well, in that case... You're just a brony faggot. Bringing back the insults, are we? Yeah, and I can do better, pissy punish prostitute, Ray. Wow, I haven't gotten nicknames like that a million times before. By you. It's true. Anyone who likes... I'm sorry. Anyone who likes MLP and Frozen are nothing but SJW clap tarts. If I don't go around spreading that undeniable fact, what else can I do? Let this obsession go? Respect other people's opinions and get a life? No, I can't do that. I must let the world know how cancerous they are. If they don't die off, the world as we know it will explode. I'm simply allowing people to wake up to that. This is like, I don't know, this even worse version of Cartman. Like, what the fuck? Powerpuff reaches under the desk to push the security button. Well, if all the other times you visited haven't convinced me, I'm certainly convinced now that you are beyond help. Now I must ask you to leave. Not until you finally see what pieces of trash that show and movie are. I am the prophet of the internet, and I must show people that they will be on the end of the world as we know it. The door opens again, and security comes in, revealing itself to be... Pinkamena Diane Pie, good to see you so soon. I can't do a Pinkamena impression. I'm just gonna do a high voice, fuck it. Is this idiot giving you trouble again? A pony, get away from me! You infect me with your cancer! I'll take that as a yes. Indeed. Would you kindly escort him off the premises? If by kindly you mean as roughly and violently as possible. Of course, this man deserves nothing more than that. Pinkamena nods her head and trots over to Big Bunny, who is cowering on the floor from the sight of a cartoon pony. Pinkamena grabs his head and slams it to the floor, steps on his hands, breaking them as much as possible. Then she starts dragging him by the hair and taking him to the front door. Ah, such a devilish little angel. He brings out his laptop to continue to work, but then hesitates. I think this time I'm gonna watch. He turns around in his chair and turns on the security cameras, watching as Big Bunny was being dragged out of the building, squirming and trying to escape Pinkamena's grip. This can't be happening to me! You're a pony! You're too weak to take on someone like me! You're letting the end of the world come faster! MOP and Frozen are the worst things ever created by human beings, and anyone who likes them is a brain-dead moron! Yeah, tell me something I don't know. You're one of them! You'll be the death of us all! Pinkamena tosses him out the door and he falls over on the ground. And stay out! 10 out of 10 Pinkamena impersonation, Michael. Good show. She slams the door, but Big Bunny gets back up and starts slamming on the door. Hey, I'm not done with you yet. You let me in this instant or I'll give you another nickname. Powerpuff, taking a sip of his green tea, sighs to himself. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures, I suppose. He pushes the button on the intercom. Miss Partner that is totally sentient and real, would you have Elsa and Olaf take care of the screaming man outside? Count Olaf? You know the Olaf I'm talking about. Right away, sir. He turns back to the cameras and Big Bunny is still banging on the door, trying to force himself in, but behind him Queen Elsa and Olaf the Snowman come up. I can't imitate either of these two, but fuck it. Oh, no, not this guy again. Big Bunny turns around to see who it was and screams bloody murder. It's Ice Bitch and that snowman Disney keeps shoving down my throat. Get away. You're with that SJW Claptard, aren't you? Tell him he hasn't seen the last of me. Wow, he really is as unpleasant as I've heard. Elsa, already tired of Big Bunny's rants, uses her ice powers to freeze the lower half of his body until his head is the only thing that can move. Hey, let me go! You know, that reminds me of a song I sang before. I think you know what it is. Big Bunny's eyes went wide with fear. Oh yeah, and hey, I just thought of a song myself to sing. Shall we do it at the same time? I don't see why not. No, you wouldn't dare! I have to sing, fuck. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Bees will buzz, kids will blow dandelion fuzz, and I'll be doing whatever so does in summer. No, they're bad enough on their own. No. As this torture goes on, Pinkamena pulls up a chair and sits by Powerpuff. He's never gonna learn, is he? No, he isn't, Pinks. No, he isn't. Well, that was about the worst thing ever. Not the satire, my reading of him, but that was awful. But, I hope you guys at least got a laugh out of that. It was just a little thing meant for fun. Yeah, not much else to say, but, again, just thank you for all your support. I'll keep doing this for a really long time, and, you mean a lot to me. You honestly do, and I don't know what else to say, but you all rock, and I couldn't be more grateful. Bye, everyone.